ॐ नमो नारायणाय। ॐ नमो नारायणाय। ॐ नमो नारायणाय। ॐ नमो नारायणाय।
श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्यः कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि।
रामानुजदया पात्रम् ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणम् श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यम् वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकम्।
சீரொன்று தூப்புல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்றச் சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஊரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேரப் போமளவும் வாழ்வு.
श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्य वेदान्तवर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि। रामानुजदया पात्रम् ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणम् श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यम् वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकम्। சீரொன்று தூப்பும் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்று சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஓதானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு
Srimate Nigamanta Mahadeshikaya Namaha. So let me also quickly give the Taniyans. Srimate Adivani Shattakopi Tindra Mahadeshikaya Namaha. Keshavarya Kapapatram Dhishamadi Gunarnam. Shri Shattari Dishanam Deshigendra Maham Bhaje. We also pray to Nammarvan. Sharanam Bhava Bhitanam Shattakopa Munishwaram. The 44th Sri Ranganatha Shattakopi Tindra Dittam Lakshmi Narasimha Shattadit Karnik Patram. Sriranga Veera Raghuran Shattagopagaryam Vedanta Deshi Tindra Maham Prapatti. 45th Srimadrangha Shattari Samyavirad Labdha Kamanta Dvayam. Srimad Veera Raghudvahaja Shattachit Padara Vindashyam Srimad Vedavatam Se Deshiketeh Karunya Vikshaspadam Seve Rangathirina Sasanavasam Narayanam Yoginam. 46th Vedanta Deshiki Itindra Katakshalabdha Trayanta Saram Anavadya Gunam Bhudagriyam Narayanadya Itidhurya Kripabhishiktam Sri Ranganatha Shekaram Ashayama. Asmat Gurubhyo Namaha, Asmat Parama Gurubhyo Namaha, Asmat Sarva Gurubhyo Namaha. Gurubhyas Tad Gurubhyasya Namo Vakamadhimahe, Vrinimahe Cha Tatradyo Dampati Jagadampati Shashesha Bhutena Maya, Swiyehi Sarva Parichadehi Vidhatam Pritamatmanam Devaha Prakramate Swayam, Yuklam Varadhanam Vittam Sajivanam Jadabhajam, Prasannavanam Dhyaye Sarva Vighnopashanti, Yasyadrada Vaktradya Parishatya Parasyatam, Vighnam Nighnanti Satam, Vishwaksenam Tamashraye. Tattva Matrka. Generally, Matrka meaning model, English. Example. Fit to be emulated. Sample. So Mata is mother, as you know. It's a small indication how we must follow the example. Therefore, it becomes Matrka. As we say, with regard to the ownership of the house, we say title deed and we say mother document. So this is the mother document. So in the computer, motherboard. Everywhere you find. So Tatutvam, that is the principle, as we say in English. What is the principle? You are that, thou art that is the meaning. You are the Brahman, you are the Almighty. But what are the similarities? What are the differences? That is the secret. So the line says in the brackets, Vyakhyanam, the explanation, Ragasya Vivaranam, 74 to 94 page. That also to be referred in order that to understand completely this. So Munnurai, the proem, the introduction, forward. So வடமொழியில் முதல் அக்ஷாவரையில் உள்ள 51 எழுத்துக்களுக்கு மாத்திருக்கா என பெயர். So this is the second meaning. So Matrka is how you start learning alphabet of a language. In the case of Sanskrit, you know 13 vowels. One may add, according to Keshavdas Swami, the 14th vowel also, namely long vowel of L. Long vowel of L. L. So it should be 14. Normally it is considered 13. And of course, the three vowels are very rarely used. They are seldom used. Therefore, especially the long vowels of R and L, I have never seen long vowel of L used at all. But I have seen L is used and R is used. Pitrunam, Patitrunam, Datrunam. In Tantra Shastras, okay. So again, 33 consonants. Don't add sha, tra, gnya as we understand in LKG. So up to ha only, sha, sha, sa, ha. Sha, tra, gnya are what we call conjunct vowel come consonants. And therefore, they are not included. So 33 plus 13, so it should be 46. So another 5 are added here. So they have included Kshatrajna, and therefore, L in long vowel also, plus Maha they have added. Maybe Maha, L, Maha 3, Ksha. I think still the number doesn't come like this. 51. Let us find out later. So this secret, Tattva gives us 51 sentences because there are 51 syllables. And therefore, people say, elders say that this has been based upon the 51 syllables and 51 sentences. This secret gives us the 51 topics. 51 topics. So here it is his own Vedanteshika's Tamil Prabandham. தத்துவங்களெல்லாம் தகவால் அறிவித்து முத்தி வழி தந்தார் மொய்கழலே அத்திவத்தில் ஆரமுதமாறாம் இருநிலத்தில் என்றுரைத்தார் தார முதல் ஓதுவித்தார் தாம். This is the 9th verse from Tattva Matrika, I mean rather the Tamil Prabandham of Swami Vedanta Deshika. Yesterday's Tiruppavi Pasuram, 19th Pasuram of Tiruppavi says, குத்துவிளக்கெரிய கோட்டுக்கால் கட்டில் மேல் finally தத்துவம் என்று தகவேலோர் எம்பாவாய். It is not behoving your status and greatness that you don't get up out of, even in spite of our fervent appeal to bless us. So this is the you is the Divya Dampati, the divine couple, Nappinnai and Lord Krishna. So that was it is not the right principle that you follow because you are still sleeping along with her. You don't make her wake up. You don't allow her to get up. She doesn't allow you to get up. Both of you are doing something wrong. And in yesterday's Pashuram, they complained. They complained to the divine couple. The complaint is given to the divine couple. முப்பத்து மூவர் அமரர்க்கு முன்சென்று கப்பம் தவிர்க்கும் கலியே. You are removing the trouble of the 33 crores of gods. Only 33 leaders have come to you, but we are now 3 lakhs girls. They are immortals, we are mortals. They are gents, we are ladies, we are girls. And there are so many differences. Please take care of us. Now, every time we have to request the Lord, appeal to the Lord, beg the Lord to protect us, because Lakshmi Tantram, or say Pancharatha Raksha says, Rakshapeksham apekshate aprarthitaha na gopaye. If we don't request him, he is not ready to protect. No, though sometimes out of the devotion of the particular devotee, he comes off by himself and then saves. It is only in some peculiar special cases. So all of us, without any exception, should appeal to him. And again, he is expecting us to fall at his feet, divine feet. This is what... Now we are straight away going to the Vyakhyanam instead of going to the... of course, I can give you simply Tattvangal ellam, ella Tattvangal, all principles, meaning these three, the 3 Ragasyas, 3 secrets, namely Ashtaksharam, the 8-syllable spell, the 2-sentence spell, Dvayam, and Charama Shloka, the ultimate verse from the Bhagavad Gita, namely from the divine mouth of Lord Krishna, to Arjuna and us. Here, Tahaval Arivithu, he has to, the teacher, the preceptor that whom we approach should give us without any distinction, without any what you call partiality. Mutti Varitandar, who paved the way, the preceptor paved the way for the emancipation. What is the final goal? Moi Kadale, Lord's divine feet with what we call anklets. Tandai, we say in Tamil. Tandai. A circular jewel made up of silver, which makes noise while it moves. So when he walks, ankle bells, okay. So Attivatil, that is Attivatil meaning At Divatil. Diva is sky, this meaning Vaikuntham Paramadam, there. So in his headquarters, Aramudamara Irunilattendru Uraittar. So it is not that in Vaikuntham only he is so sweet. So he is also sweet in Archavatara, in the what you call creations, especially the earth. So Aramudam Ara, so the sweetness never diminishes. Irunilathil endru uraittar, in both Nitya Vibhuti and Leela Vibhuti. Taramudal Odavittar Tham. The preceptor teaches us the 3 mantras, especially Ashtakshara initially. So that will redeem us from the mire of mundane existence. So Tara Mudal, Tara Mudalo, Tara Mudal. So along with the Ashtakshara, the two-sentence spell, Dvaya Vakyam, Dvaya Mantra and Charama Shloka Mantra. Odu Vittartam, he taught us. Sadacharya Upadeshatale. The spelling is little, print is different. உபதேசித்ததாலேன்னு இருக்கணும், இல்லை உபதேசத்தாலேன்னு இருக்கணும். ரெண்டு கட்டான இருக்கு. தி ஸ்பெல்லிங் ஷுட் பி கரெக்டட். சதாச்சாரிய உபதேசத்தாலேன்னு இருக்கணும். ஷி இல்லாமல் ஷா இருக்கணும். இல்லாட்டா உபதேசித்ததாலே. Because he has already a good preceptor taught us. He has advised us. Shariraka மூல மந்திராதிகளை கொண்டு. Shariraka meaning Vedanta. Shariram is body. Shariram is Antaratma, that is Jivatma. So Jivatma inside, so Jivatma has got Antaryami Paramatma. So Shariraka is Paramatma. Otherwise called, you can say Paramajnanam, Parajnanam, spiritual knowledge. The spiritual knowledge is taught to us through Moola Mantra. Moola Mantra is Ashtakshara Mantra. So Moola Mantra Adigali Kundu, etc. meaning the other two. Generally we say Tattva Trayam, Param Hitam Purushartham. These are the three principles. Param, the highest one. Hitam, what is favorable to us. And Purushartham, what are the four goals of the human life. So these are all called Tattvams, the principles. So Moola Mantradigali Kundu. So who should be taught by the preceptor? Sattvika. We must all possess a good quality. Our rajas and tamas, these two, what you call belligerent attitude and the ignorance should be dismissed. Of course, by His grace, but we must also try that. We must also make efforts to remove our rajas and tamas as far as possible. We are supposed to know this. Ariya Vendum. We must know. There is no escape from this. There is no freedom from unlearning this. So Tattvam Param Endrum. So we must know what is the highest, and Avaram Endrum, what is the lowest. We are the lowest. Jivatma is Avaram, Paramatma is Param. So Tattvam is, now we are taking up the differences between the two, Paramatma and Jivatma. So Irandu Bahayahir. So the whole universe consists of two categories. One is Paramatma, all others are Jivatma. Though Jivatma contains Antaryami as Paramatma, Jivatma is different from Paramatma. Most of it is different from Paramatma. Here, Avaram meaning at a low status. So now we have the footnotes. So Sharirakam is, I told you, Vedanta Shastram. Vedanta Shastram meaning Veda is scripture, Anta is Upanishad. There are four parts of the scriptures, namely Samhita, Brahmanam, Aranyakam, and Upanishad. Samhita, Brahmanam, Aranyakam, these three parts consist of the procedures of sacrifices and related mantras, related spells, related hymns, related riks, RKS. Then you have the last part of the scripture, namely Upanishad. Upanishad is called Jnana Kandam. The other three parts, namely Samhita, Brahmanam, Aranyakam, are called Karma Kandam. And we are to study Vedanta Shastram because all of us are not qualified to perform sacrifices. And therefore, those who are qualified to perform sacrifices should perform. It is said in this Kali Yuga, where we are now living in, some sacrifices are prohibited. Ashwamedha is prohibited, and so on. So this is an example. So Vedanta Shastra must be studied. How do you do it? Moola mantradigalai kondu. Who is Sattvika? B, not B. Sattvagunam nirambiya nallor. Good people having the quality the most rampant, namely Sattvam. Sattvam meaning it's an abstract concept that it is a quality that we must possess. Attitude, a good attitude. Especially a Sri Vaishnava should always feel one with the sufferers. If he is not able to help, he must feel the suffering, similar suffering of the other people. Otherwise, I mean, if possible, we are to extend help to the people who suffer, what you call physically in this world. So here, Nallur, then C, Param, that is the best. D, Avaram is Tandadu, it's a low. Now, Taram Mudal, this goes to the last line of the verse, 9th verse given earlier. So, Pranavatte Mudalaksharamaha Konda. So, already it is said Tirumandiram, 8th syllable spell. So, Taram meaning a mantra spell which redeems us, which makes us cross the ocean of life, human life here. So, Pranavatte Mudalaksharamaha Konda, Tara, the very syllable, single syllable, which contains 3 letters, 3 vowels, A, I, U, A, U, and also 2 vowels and 1 consonant, A, U, Ma. And these 3 are letters combining into a single syllable itself is a redeemer, savior. He to save, protects us from our life. First syllable is Pranavaha, Pranavam, and then you have Tirumandiram. ரகசியங்களை ஓதுவித்தார் தாம். ஸோ உபதேசித்த ஆசிரியர்கள். ஸோ தத்துவங்கள் எல்லாம் தத்துவங்களின் சொரூபத்தை, we must understand the original nature of the principles. I repeat, the Param, Hitam, Purushartham, these are the principles. And again, these 3 secrets, 8 syllable spell, 2 sentence spell, and the ultimate verse, the Charama Shloka. So, Ashtakshara, Dvaya, and Charama Shloka. So, Swarupati Muruvadum, we must understand fully the original nature of the principles. So, Tahaval Arivit, because of the sympathy, compassion, grace of the preceptor, he advises us. Then Mutti Vadi Dandar, Mokshatin Upayate Upadeshita, Acharya Muikadale. Now, I told you earlier that we are to reach the divine feet of the Lord. It is enough that we reach the divine feet of the preceptor physically available in flesh and blood before us, before our very naked eyes. So, Valiya Tiruvadigalai. So, it is enough we fall at the feet, the divine feet of the preceptors, human preceptors. So, Attivatil Anda Paramapadatil, so in Vaikuntham, Ar Amudam Am, Nerainda Amudam Ahum. Alla Alla Korayadu in Tamil Haram. So, the sweetness is limitless. Even if it is enjoyed by all muktas, Nitya Suris, it doesn't get reduced in quantity and quality. So, Anda Paramapadatil, then Irunilatil, Ahandra Bhumiyil. So, in this world, namely Leela Vibhuti, Aru Am, Upayamum Ahum Endru Oraitha. So, Lord Himself, in fact, Lord's place itself is the means of attaining the goal. Vaikuntham is the, please understand, a little different shade of meaning which we have been understanding in all other Ragasyas so far. the our very existence in this earth, our life in this earth, plus our learning of the three mantras or three principles, and understanding that our destination is Sri Vaikuntham. All these are all means for our emancipation. Preceptor, including the preceptor's divine feet, preceptor's advice, our understanding, then the divine feet of the Lord in Vaikuntham, the very place Vaikuntham, the headquarters, the earth, which is also cause for our understanding. We are born here. Our life's aim is to learn, and all these are helpful. So there is a total what we call concept that preceptor is the means. Preceptor is Lord Himself. The human preceptor is there, easily available, accessible to us in this life, without the difficulty of approaching the Lord, who is in any form. Para, Vyuha, Vibhava, Antaryami, Archa, and so on. So that is the meaning of this. So this is the number one. So 50 other topics are coming later. This is the number one topic. So this is an introduction. So let us go to page 48. So what is Param? The single word with the just two syllables, and that is the Tattvam. We saw that earlier. Param Hitam Purushartham. So what is that Param? What is Param? Is a principle. The principle is the highest. It is the greatest. There is nothing beyond it. There is nothing better than that. There is nothing above it. And therefore that is called the Paratattva. So what is that Paratattvam? Paratattvam நினைந்த எல்லா பொருளுக்கும் வித்தாய். You take any object, any material. So it is a seed of all the objects in this world. Whatever comes to your imagination, we have not seen all things in this world. All objects have not been seen. But considering that we imagine or we think of all things in this world, the basic resource is Lord Sriman Narayana. And how does he remain there? Sarva Vastukalilum, in all objects. Sarva, all Vastukal, Vastu objects. Udan Mishai Uirana Karandu. So Vittai A note is Mula Karanamai. He is the basic cause. There are many causes in Shastras discussed in Nyaya, Vaisheshika, and so on. But we are not to discuss here because he is every reason for everything. Nimitta Karanam, Samavaya Karanam, Asamavaya Karanam, and so there are so many reasons. For example, already we have the example, namely a potter, a pot, his stick, his wheel, his bulls, the water, the mud. Everything is a reason. But whereas Param is comprehensive reason. Imagine the example, the potter, the human being who makes pot, mud pot. Mud, very important material. Water, 3. Wheel, which has to rotate. The wheel has to rotate by the stick which he uses in the hand, or somebody else helps him. Sometimes he engages the bulls also to rotate the wheel. And every material that he uses. So all these are all Lord, He is the cause for all this. All are useful. All the objects are useful in making a pot, and all the resources, the useful objects are basically from Lord Srimanarayan. Habisi. So, Udan Mishai Uyirana Karandu. He lives with us, he lives with all the objects, and he lives as the life of the object. He gives impetus to the life. That's the meaning of Udan Mishai Uyirana Karandu. B, he is not seen, he is invisible. He is the invisible background force which makes us work. So, Karandu meaning மறைந்து. ஆழிமழைக்கண்ணா, fourth பாசுரம் of Tirupavai says, ஆழிமழைக்கண்ணா ஒன்று நீ கை கரவேல். Don't hide. Here Lord is hidden. Lord is not seen. Because he is not seen for all people anytime as they like. He shows himself, his original nature and form, only to certain people who have realized his knowledge. So what is he? Nanda Vilakke Alattar Kariyai. So this is from Periya Tirumazhi, third Dashakam, again eighth Dashakam, number 1. So Nanda Vilakke, what is the special about Nanda Vilakke is the lamp burns continuously without getting exhausted, without getting put out. So it's a permanent lamp burning bright. Of course, the oil is the one time filling up the lamp with the oil is necessary. The wick is necessary. The base, what we call the metal lamp is necessary. Metallic lamp is necessary. But Nanda, the word Nanda is, it shows some permanence, long permanence, you can say. And you can also say Nanda is, which the bright light itself makes us happy. Anandam. Nandam is happiness. The bliss, it's a lamp, blissful lamp. Any lamp, as you see, it will give though small light, it gives coolness to our eyes. Our vision is clear. So, Alattar Kariyaj, but he is immeasurable. Alattar Kariyaj. We cannot measure his greatness, assess his greatness, scale his height in room. So, 1. So, the full verse will be read after this paragraph. So, in room, so Lord Srimanarayana is called as a permanent bright lamp and with immeasurable greatness. You take this small example, you cannot give a calculation, mathematical calculation of the shape of the flame of the lamp. Even the simple matter is inaccessible to our knowledge. Then how can we understand his greatness? So the lamp that glows, the flame that gives us brightness from the lamp, may move because of the air, but because it needs air, it needs wind to glow. It has to consume the wind also. And the glass around the Nanda lamp is so protective that it doesn't allow heavy air to enter and therefore to put out the flame. That flame itself is immeasurable. The shape is immeasurable. The shape changes every moment. So we cannot permanently give what we call a structure, permanent structure to the flame, permanent size to the flame. Then end room. Unarmulu nalam endrum. We are going to see the second quotation. He is the I shall take up the meaning later. So he is all welfare incarnate, all welfare incarnate in the sense he takes care of all the creations. He knows and acts in order to keep our welfare intact. Then Alapariya Aramudai. Again, his sweetness is limitless. It sees no bounds, and therefore we are not able to understand the quality and the quantity of his sweetness. Sweetness in the sense experiencing the bliss over reading his adventures, understanding his capacities, and so on. So that is also another quotation. So we are going to now read the footnotes. So the first one is from Periya Tirumazhi, Tirumangayalvar. The second one is from Nammalvar, Thiruvalmozhi. And then the third one will be Tirunedundandagam, again by Nammalvar. So here, number one. So Nanda Velakke Yanattarkariyai Naranaranane. We are referring to Badrinatha temple Archavatara. Naranaranane. He is a human being, he is the Lord. He is, in fact, given credit to Arjuna. So Arjuna is the human being, Badri Vishal. Arjuna is given the credit as a representative of all the human beings. That's all. Arjuna is special to him. He is a greatest friend. But at the same time, he represents all of us. So Naranarayana Ashramaha, that's the name of the Badarika Ashrama, where the berry is available in a very icy background. Naranarayani. He is calling, the Lord is called, addressed here by Tirumangayalvar. Tirumangayalvar is the youngest Alvar of the 12 apostles of Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya. How is the Lord? Nanda Velake, he is again addressing. Nanda Velake, O lamp, O bright lamp. Light is God, God is light, and therefore, Alattar Kariyai, you are immeasurable in greatness. Karuma Muhilbol, you look like the black cloud, water bearing black cloud. Karuma Muhilbol, it's a big cloud. It has no shape, actually. It changes its shape just like the flame of the lamp also. So Karuma Muhil Bol, Muhil, Megha, cloud, Karu, black, Ma, great, big in size. So Yandai, I am related to you. So I can take you as my mother. Twameva Matacha, Yantai. Yandai is, a relative is addressed as Yandai. So Yamakke Arula Yana Nindru. Little selfish. Alvar is little selfish. But of course, Yamakke, you can take it as plural also. Or royal V, you can say. So Arula Yana Nindru. Hoping that you will bless us in the near future. So I am standing before you. So who there are people called gods, 33 crores of gods, are more selfish than human beings. And therefore they stand at the what we call the beach, the shore, seashore of the Milky Ocean, and appeal to the Vyuha Rupa, Sankarshana, Aniruddha, Pradyumna, Vasudeva. These Rupas where Lord is reclining on the serpent bed in the middle of the Milky Ocean. So, Yamakke Arulayana Nindri Yamayor Paravum Idam. Idam, that is the beach, that is the seashore. What is the place? Imayor Paravidam. They are winkless people. Winkless-eyed people. They don't have winking of the eyes. கண் இமைக்கிறது கிடையாது. Animeshahan Peraval. The gods are called Animeshaha. Nimeshaha meaning the winking of the eye. Tamil it becomes 1 minute. That is different. So Nimeshaha meaning is only 1 second. Nimisham is a Nimidam. So Nimeshaha. Nimesha is winking of the eye. Just one wink of the eye. Closing of the eye and opening of the eye by our brows. So Imayor meaning gods. Paravam meaning those who pray. Paravalna praying. Prarthana. Idam is beach. எத்திசையும் கந்தார மந்தேன் இசைப்பாடமாடே களிவண்டு மிழற்ற நிழல் துதைந்து மந்தார நின்று மணமல்கு நாங்கூர் மணிமாடக் கோயில் வணங்கு என்பதை. This is Tirunangur Divya Kshetra, which has been referred to in this Periya Tirumazhi Pasaram. Nanda Vilake means it has no destruction, Nasham illadadayum, Swayam Prakashamayum. Once one has to light the lamp called Nanda Vilake, but whereas Lord is self-effulgent. Therefore, that is the difference between Nanda Vilake. Any comparison with the Lord will be inferior in quality. That all of us must remember. For example, so when he says, when Vedanta Desha himself says in his Sri Stuti, Sakala Bhavana Prarthana Kamadhenu. He says Sakala Bhavana Prarthana Kamadhenu. Kamadhenu is only an analogy. It's not a 100% parallel. It is not equal to the Lord. I mean, equal to the goddess there. Mahadevi, Pirandevi of Kanchipuram. So Sakala Bhavana Prarthana, all worlds pray to her. She is the Kamadhenu, the very Kamadhenu, the divine cow, wish-yielding cow. But Kamadhenu will not be able to give moksha. Whereas goddess Mahalakshmi will give us the emancipation. She has the right to give the emancipation. And therefore, again you see the word Kalpa Utshaha. So Kalpashaki, Vedanta uses the word Kalpashaki. The Kalpashaki, even the branch of the tree, divine tree, which gives us all the wishes, fulfills all our desires. So the Kalpavruksha will not give us moksha. Akshaya Patram, it will give only the food, not moksha. And so on. So I've got so many other. Kalpavruksha is also called creeper sometimes, Kalpalata, that is goddess Mahalakshmi. So here, Swayam Prakashamayim, self-effulgent Lord, then Desham Kalam Vastu Ivatral Alavada Mudiyazumana. When we said Alappadarkariyai in the Periya Tirumazhi, Lord Shiman Narayana cannot be contained, limited to a place, limited to a time, and limited to an object. So there is no condition called the place, the time, and the object. Unconditionally great. His original nature is so and so. And then Embermane, O Lord, எங்களுக்கு அருள வேண்டும் என்று தேவர்கள் வந்து புகழுமிடமாகிய நாங்கூர். Now the scenario changes from the seashore of the Milky Ocean to Tirunangur, Divya Kshetra. The 12 apostles of the law, Shiva Vaishnava Sampradaya, are sent by the Lord towards this world in order to redeem people. And they always adore Sriman Narayana. And therefore, the gods come from the heaven to Tirunangur, and that is called that here Idam. பரவும் இடம். இமையோர் பரவும் இடம். So, தேவர்கள் வந்து புகழும் இடமாகிய பரவும், they adore him, they praise him to the sky. நாங்கூர் மணிமாட கோயில் என் மனமே வணங்குவாயா. மணிமாட கோயில் is a separate type of temple where when there are elephants, there are so many elephants living around the area, they cannot come inside the temple and spoil the ambience. And therefore, Manimada Koil is a special type of temple where the steps are constructed not at a complete one full stretch, but a few steps, then a flat surface, a few steps, a flat surface, another a few steps, a flat surface. It's very easy for us to also to climb a few steps and walk along the flat space. Though the elephant's nature is that it gets confused. If it is a straight stretch of steps, it climbs very easily. But whereas it is said that it goes up a few steps, then it has to walk, then its mind, elephant's mind gets reeling, confused. R-E-E-L. Therefore, so this is what you call Manimada Koil. So what does he say? Koil Vanangu Yan Manane. The Sattvika we refer to is good people will be able to command their own mind. That is the nature of good people. Bad people cannot command their own mind. They have no control of their mind. Whereas this is the 11th sense organ. Of course, controlling other 10 also, the 11th also should be contained, that is control. Yan Maname, he praised his own mind, meaning that still it is not under full control. That's the meaning. Yan Maname, Vananguvayaha. So visiting every kshetram practically in person, Tirumangayalvar did it. Whereas Nammalvar, without going to any Divya Kshetra, did it. That is the greatness between. So next one, Manana Kamalamara Malarmishe எழுதரும் மனன் உணர்வளவிலன் பொறி உணர்வு அவையிலன் இனனுணர் முழுநல மெதிர்நிகழ் கழிவினும் இனநிலன் எனனுயிர் மிகுநர இலனே. The first part, first dashakam, again like first dashakam, second one. So again he says, Yan Maname, almost the first two lines, the first half has got contains manana, manam, mana, the mind. So Yan Maname, because we recite this pasaram, we also appeal to our heart, our mind, then our thought. So Achetanatin Verupattavanai, we are different from inert objects, insentient objects. We say inactive objects, still objects. We are, then again, you can apply this to the Lord also. The Lord is different from the inanimate objects, insentient objects, still objects, inert objects, and so on. So, Prakriti Sambandhamatra Chetanilum Vilakshananai. This applies only to Lord. So, Vilakshananai, he is different. Chetanilum, even from the sentient, namely the human souls. Prakriti Sambandhamatra. Prakriti, generally we say nature, but Prakriti is a matter. That matter is worldly matter, meaning it has got lot of what we call lacunae, the deficiencies, the Tamil kurai, so incapabilities. It contains also rajas and tamas, the quality called, bad quality called rajas, and the worst quality called tamas. But Lord is unconnected with this Prakriti, though he created the Prakriti. And he is different from the individual souls also. So Mukkalathalum Tannai Ottavanum, in all the three times, past, present, and future, Tannai Ottavanum, almost similar. Lord Paramatma is similar to Jivatma. So Membattavanum, so he is above him. So there is no one equal to him, there is no one above him. There is no one qualitatively above him. And therefore, so Membattavanam Irukka Peradavanai. He has no equal, parallel. He has nobody else better than him, greater than him. And Paripurnamana Jnana Ananda Vadivanai is a total bliss incarnate. Paripurnamana total, highly total, Jnana, the knowledge incarnate, wisdom incarnate, then Ananda incarnate, bliss incarnate, Vadivanai. That is personification of the knowledge and the wisdom and the bliss, the highest happiness. எனக்கு அந்தர்யாமியாய் உள்ள, you are the inner soul to me. So எம்பெருமானுடைய திருவடிகளை தொழுது உஜ்ஜீவிப்பாயாக. So please redeem yourself by falling at the divine feet of Emberman, Lord Srimad Narayana, being the inner soul of the individual soul. Because you are, I mean, my mind, oh mind, you are where you have Antaryami. So next one, Tirunadandandagam. மூளைக்கதிரை குறுங்குடியுள் முகிலை மூவா மூவுலகம் கடந்தப்பால் முதலாய் நின்று அளப்பரிய வாரமுதை அரங்கமேய அந்தணனை அந்தணர்தம் சிந்தையானை விளக்கொளியை மரகதத்தை திருத்தன்காவில் வெஃகாவில் திருமாலை பாடக் கேட்டு வளர்ந்ததனால் பயன் பெற்றேன் வருகவென்று மடக்கிளியை கைகூப்பி வணங்கினாளே. This is in the what you call an attitude of a lady by Nammalvar. Nammalvar has become Parankusha Nayika. She has become a female individual. And that will be natural for appealing to a male god, namely Sriman Narayan. Though Alvar says Anallan, Pennallan, Aliyumallan. He is not male, he is not female, he is not a transgender. The natural attitude of a lady appealing to a gentleman was shown in Andal's Goda's personality, namely as one of the 12 Alvars. Whereas these are all little unnatural. A transformation of a male to a female. But the point is, the aim is to appeal to the Lord in the female form so that he will bless us quicker. Therefore, Sammalvar and Tirumangayalvar, both of them take Nayika Bhava, the attitude of a lady, so that the appeal will be appealing. Swarupam, the original form, Tirumeni, the Divyamangala Vigraha, namely the divine figure, Gunam, the characteristic, the what you call the auspicious characteristic. இவற்றால் அளவிட முடியாதோம். We cannot assess the number of auspicious characteristics that he possesses, and the original nature cannot be understood easily. The very divine figure with what we call Sattva Guna only, the good quality only cannot be also understood. Paripurnamana Amudam Purnamana, again the repetition. He is the delectable sweetness, complete sweetness. delectable. It is easily consumable also. The sweetness can be experienced. And because these apostles, these alvars have come from him, his own Vaikuntham, they already have experienced the bliss. And therefore, they are trying to transfer that bliss to us. So, எம்பெருமானை பற்றி கிளி பாடுவதை கேட்டு, the parrots sing the praise of the Lord. They adore the Lord. Or you can say, in Nammalvar's times, the parrots could sing beautiful songs. Of course, we don't know the language, but the language is devotion. Here in Srirangam, we have a tradition. There is a mandapam hall called Kili Mandapam and the parrot hall, where whatever training that we give to the parrot, it repeats. And it's a peculiar nature of the parrot to repeat what we say. The practical way of making it say what we say, repeat what we say, is to apply, to give the parrot the onion. The onion is given, vengayam, what you call palandu, is given to the parrot, and it tastes it. As soon as it tastes it, the tongue that it has is cleaned off by the what we call the acidity of the onion, and therefore a layer is peeled off from its tongue, as we say, and the parrot is able to be very clear in its voice. I have heard this. Now the parrot sings. We are not worried about whether it is male or female. So கிளியை நோக்கி மடக்கிளியை. So மடக்கிளியை in the sense matam, the mutt, it belongs to the mutt. It doesn't mean otherwise. உன்னை வளர்த்ததனால் நற்பயன் பெற்றேன். I got benefited by rearing you in our house. And as you know, as we train it, the parrot, it repeats whatever we say. Whenever we say good words, Ranga, Ranga, it repeats Ranga, Ranga. And if I say, thief has come to the temple, then he says, Vetta Vendum, Vettu Kuttu, it says. It has been trained in this way. Attack him, kill him. And I say thief, Thirudan, thief, and I say Choraha. And it says Vettu Kuttu, attack him, kill him, thrash him. This is how generally we people also, when we are brought up in a good environment, we are good, we are sattvikas. Otherwise, we are rajasikas and tamasikas. So, இங்கே வா என்று அழைத்து பரகால நாய்க்கு அக்கிளியை கைகூப்பி வணங்கினாள். Sorry, I think பரகால நாய்க்கு for the enemies of the Lord, she is against. She is actually god of death, Parakala. For the enemies of the Lord, Kala is the Yama, the god of death. God of death to the enemies of the Lord. There is no enemy to the Lord, but the enemy to the devotion. That's all. What you call Nastikas. Atheists are called para, enemies. And Lamarwar was a god of death, what you call nemesis, threatening fate to the non-devotees of the Lord. So, Akkiliyai kai கூப்பி வணங்கினாள். Anybody who praises, this is only an example. A parent praises the Lord here. It's only a sample. In other Alvars also used kuil, the cuckoo. The cuckoo also is praising the Lord. So any bird, for that any living being, praising the Lord should be bowed to, should be saluted, should be நமஸ்காரம் பண்ணணும். அக்கிளியை கை கூப்பி வணங்கினார். So that means the devotee Nammalvar, as a lady, as one who brings up a parrot, bows to any voice which praises the Lord. That's the meaning. Parrot is only a sample. Now here, the particular Divya Kshetram referred to is Tirutanga, near Kanchipuram, Vilakkoli Emperuman. That's the name of the Lord, Vilakkoli Emperuman. Maragadathai, Maragada Valli is the name of the goddess. So Maragadam is green gem. And Vekha also, Tiruvekha. So Yathoktakari Sanidhi Kanchipuram, what we call Sonnavannam Seida Perumal Divya Kshetram. Thirumalai பாட கேட்டு வளர்ந்ததனால் பயன் பெற்றேன். Because the parrot was in the good surroundings, it was brought up and it adores the Lord. Therefore, Lord Nammalvar, I can say Lord Nammalvar, salutes the parrot. Now, the principle behind this Tattva Matrka, this is the second sentence, rather fourth one, because the quote, there are three quotes. This is the third quote, and therefore we are already seeing the 51st sentence out of the 51. So this is 54. So 54 will be understanding. Of course, if you take the footnote as also one of the topics, we must respect those who praise the Lord. We must give respect and then honor the people who praise the Lord. That's the meaning of the principle. So again, you have seen Molai Kadare Kurungudiyul Muhilai. The clouds which help us grow the grains. Muva Muvalaham Kadandappal Mudalai Nindra. Lord is beyond these three worlds. Alappariya Aramadai, unimmeasurable sweetness, namely God. Arangameya. Again, Srirangam is also referred to. Andananai. Andananai, we are talking about people who are concentrating on God, not as a varna. Andanartham Shindayani. Lord also remembers us. Andanartham Shindayani. Vilakkoliyai, Maragadathai. Then திருத்தன்காவில் வெக்காவில் திருமாலை பாட கேட்டு வளர்ந்ததனால் பயன் பெற்றேன் வருகவென்று வடக்கிளியை கைகூப்பி வணங்கினார்.
ராமானுஜதயா பாத்ரம் ஞான வைராகிய பூஷணம் ஸ்ரீமத்வேங்கடநாதார்யம் வந்தே வேதாந்த தேவியம் கவிதார்கிகசிம்மாய கல்யாண குணசாலினே ஸ்ரீமத்வேங்கடநாதார்ய இரம் விஜயதாம்புவி பதித்விபசிரோபங்க பஞ்சாரண பராக்கிரமா ஸ்ரீமான் வெங்கட நாதார்ய இரம் விஜயதா புவி. வீரொன்று தோப்பம் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்று சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஓரொன்று தானிமையா வாழ்வார்க்கு வாரே கோமளவு
ராமானுஜதயா பாத்திரம் ஞானவைராக்யபூஷணம் ஸ்ரீமத்வேங்கடநாதார்யம் வந்தே வேதாந்ததேசிகம்.
कवितार्किकसिंहाय कल्याणगुणशालिने श्रीमते वेङ्कटेशाय वेदान्तगुरवे नमः. சீரொன்று தூப்புல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்றச் சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஊரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேரப் போமளவும் வாழ்வு.
ஓம் நமோ நாராயணாய. ஓம் நமோ நாராயணாய. ஓம் நமோ நாராயணாய. ஓம் நமோ